Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, man. We're not going to react to some music today. We're going to react to these morons, okay? Listen, I listened to like the first 30 seconds of this video, and I couldn't stand it. Who is this? It's like the Onion Theory, the Onion Theory, right? Bro, they made this video, right? And I listened to it, and I was like I said, the first 30 seconds, I'm like, bro, the fuck are these guys are not hip hop fans, okay? I don't care what you think about Tom Macdonald, if you like his political views, if you don't like his political views, what the fuck ever, right? But you can't sit there and critique this man, right, for his political views and then say he's a bad rapper. Like, like just because you disagree with him on politics, I mean the man's a bad rapper. You just don't like him. But here we go. We're gonna listen to him. We're gonna listen to these fucking idiots.
There, Tom Macdonald needs my help again. Onion nuggets. It's the gross out gauntlet happening.
And this guy said, "Oh, it's the millionaire Tom Macdonald." Like going from nothing to something is a bad thing. You know what I mean? The man came from nothing to something, and you're like, "Oh, he's a millionaire. He needs my help." Yes, because he's an independent artist. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Tom,
That's such a stupid thing to say. Who is Tom McDonald? Fuck off. Why you got a donation right here? Oh, it's the fucking YouTubers that make thousandaires. Thousandaires. They need your donation. It's so stupid. Just fucking retarded, dude.
Tom Macdonald, huh?
If y'all ever need a nurse, handyman, driver, etc., let me know. I'm the Jake of all trades. Fuck yeah, bro.
Oh shit, nurse.
Sound good to me. Fuck. It's not even a fucking Tom Macdonald song or anything either. It's like him talking.
Does he have? Is the Hollywood sign like not even finished on his throat? Does it just say Hollywood?
Yeah. I'm looking at it. I don't see it go. I don't see another O. I don't even see the intimation of another O over here.
Take away my social media you can't. You cancel me. I own all the cameras. I own all the lights. I own the.
This is just you know what he's doing? He's hyping up all the goddamn MAGAs that buy his shit to buy his next thing because they're trying to cancel him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly. Nobody cares about canceling Tom Macdonald.
You don't have to hype up a artist's fan base, bro. Like, and he said MAGA, like only people that yeah, I'm pretty sure there's Donald Trump supporters that like fucking Tom Macdonald, bro. This is such an idiotic argument, bro. He's trying to hype up his audience, his MAGA audience. It's like saying when Eminem came out with his when he was like arguing with himself as a hologram. Oh, I guess Eminem was just hyping up his MAGA audience, right? Eminem, really a MAGA supporter, right? Come on, bro. That's so fucking stupid. Just because he said he's saying that how are you going to bro? I'm independent. Like I'm supported by my fan base. That's it. That's all he's saying. I own the cameras. I own the lights. I own everything. He owns the rights to his own music. He's not from with the industry. So, like, how you going to cancel him? That's what he's saying, bro.
They're trying to cancel him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly. Nobody cares about canceling Tom Macdonald, bro. Nobody's trying to cancel.
Yeah, I've never seen a dude who thrived more on fake controversy than this guy.
Oh, he's brilliant. That's the thing.
When you say fake controversy, bro. Fake controversy. But niggas was writing articles about him, but you're saying fake controversy? Bro, are you stupid? Like these guys just didn't look up anything about this man. They just they saw Tom Macdonald, didn't listen to any of his music, and they're like, oh, I saw a video with him and Ben Shapiro. I guess that means he's a MAGA guy, even though Tom Macdonald is clearly like he's a little right of center. He's right of center, and that's it. He's not a MAGA guy. He's just a little to the right. what he believes in. He believes in gay marriage. He believes in uh like transgender people and all that. He believes all that stuff. He's cool with all that stuff. It's not far right, you fucking idiots. What the hell is wrong with y'all? This is what you get. We get like and they're like, oh yeah, anything that disagrees with me, far right.
Thing that me up about Tom Macdonald is I loathe him, right? But I respect the hustle so much because this dude, a lot of people don't know it. He is self-owned. Like he doesn't have a record deal. Everything he does is self-released. If you order a CD, he ships it to you. He's taking 100% of the profits off of that shit, and he makes a bunch of money. So I have to respect.
But and his I mean, he's got this great built-in marketing too, because it's just like every song is just about how the wokies are trying to silence him.
Well, it's a perfect feedback loop.
About the wokies trying to balance him. Damn, man. That whole him and Mac Lethal beef, that was just wokies trying to cancel him. Him talking about his depression and his him dealing with alcoholism. I mean, like being an addict and shit. That's just wokies. His song about fucking God and religion. That's just the wokies trying to cancel him, right? Shut the fuck up. See, this is what pissed me off. This is what I heard, and I was like, "What the fuck are these guys talking about, bro?" like, I just now started listening to a lot of Tom Macdonald. Like doing this channel, I just got introduced to a lot of Tom Macdonald, and I'm like, "Bro, that's just not true." Like, what are these motherfuckers talking about?
Loop, because he'll do a rap like, "The liberals, they suck my dick. The liberals, they can eat my shit." You know what I mean? And somebody like clearly trying to offend somebody. Then somebody gets offended and goes like, "Tom Macdonald's a misogynist and a racist." And he goes like,
and then he said, "The liberals, they can eat my dick." Yeah. He said in his songs before, he said, "Left hates the right for no reason, right hates the left for no reason." I forgot what song it was. If it's left against right or it's black against white. Something like that. He said something like that. But he was talking about how both sides are a little bit off. Like both extremes are a little bit fucked up. So like what? That's how you know this guy never listened to the McDonald's song.
like,
Correction. He probably only listened to like fucking what's that one song? He probably listened to his recent song and that's it. Can't Kill Me or something like that. I forgot what the fuck that song is. I'm sorry.
"Y'all, they're trying to cancel your boy. They're trying to cancel your boy." You know what I mean? And then everybody pays him a bunch of money and he invests a little bit of that windfall in producing another video like, liberal, better watch out because I'm gonna pull my dick out, whip you off.
And that's so stupid, bro. Like the one song that I fucking love of Tom Macdonald's is fucking Bad News. That song was good because it had a bunch with, but it was like a fucking party song. And in my mind, it was like he was showing people like you can make a nice fucking jumping song, but you still can have meaning behind it. That's why I like that song. That song was fucking great. Also, like fuck, I forgot the other song. Whatever. I like a couple of the songs that had nothing to do with fucking politics. Absolutely nothing to do with politics, bro. But just thinking like, oh, that's all he writes.
All up.
I think I got I ordered one Tom CDs after I heard that song because I was like, yo, just hear some of his shit that's not on YouTube.
In the face, and people are like, "That's rape, that's sexual assault right there. They're trying to cancel me, y'all. They're trying to cancel me, y'all." You know what I mean? And the fundraiser never ends because the dumb apes,
the self-perpetuating fundraiser of fucking Tom.
Bro, and again, tell me something, bro. Like, do you as an artist, do you think artists really have to fucking say, "Hey, buy that TD, please help me. I'm getting canceled." No, all you gotta do is say, "Bro, I'm," and every artist does this, bro. Like, yo, new album dropping, preview for the new album dropping. That's all Tom has to say is like, new album drop, new song release, instant view. You talking about?
McDonald.
He is one of the dudes that makes me really actually think about just going full right-wing grift, and especially at this time.
Yes.
Because there's so much money to be made from a dupe with a willing wallet that's just constantly like, oh, yep, Tom needs my help again. Multi-millionaire Tom Macdonald needs my help again.
Or maybe he's actually good at making music. Maybe that's it, buddy. And he's talking about, oh, right-wing grift. You can't be a right-wing grifter. This guy cannot be a right-wing grifter at all because he doesn't understand the right wing. That's you can clearly see he does not understand the right wing. You have to understand the other side to fucking like grift from the other side, right? This man probably got like a bunch of weird shit in his head, like, oh, right wingers want fucking trans people to burn and die. That's probably what he's thinking. But you gotta actually understand. You gotta understand the side, you know?
You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, it's just like,
and that video he made with Roseanne was such dog shit too.
So ass, bro, but it just fired up all the grandpas and grandmas that
it was such a nothing video. There wasn't even like, he barely even rapped on it.
Oh my God, bro.
I mean, man.
That video was literally just to get niggas hype. Like, oh, the video, he didn't even really rap on it or anything. What, bro? And he had Roseanne in it. No shit, it was a video to get you hype. You saw all the American flags and shit. And somebody said it was in California, which is fucking crazy to do. Just get a bunch of people from California and fucking make a music video. Bro, like, what are you talking? Like, what are you talking about? It was a intentional, hey, let's get hype video. Like, what are you talking about? And it had nothing in it. Tell me, what hype, like just a party fucking song, has a like how many fucking party songs has a fantastic music video? It's like shots of party, wide shot of car, shot of people singing along. That's all it. That's all it is. Like, you talking about? It's a fucking music video. It's like, well, the cinematography wasn't too well in the the score. Yeah, I don't know. I prefer Michael Bay movies.
And it was
More explosions.
bad, but whatever.
If you mad about it, go and cry about it. Shave your head and wear a shirt that says you're woke.
Hello, human. I'm Nug. You will subscribe and become a pessimist. New deep theology.
That I'm going to lose. My name is Tom Macdonald, and this is my story.
All right, I'm ready.
Dude, his story.
And the thing is, I was gonna watch this I was going to actually just watch the mini documentary, well, his interview or whatever, that background shit. But then this popped up, and I was like, let's give these guys a listen, see what they say. He said some bullshit.
His story better be, I'm a dude grifting the right wing, and I've made like probably 9 or 10 figures doing it. It better not be like, I'm just constantly under attack, bro, for just speaking my mind, man.
Or you fucking doofus, you fucking idiot. Maybe it could be, hey, I came from this area of Canada, I grew up, I idolized this rapper, really inspired me to, and then I did a couple projects in my early years, and then moved to California because, that's where the magic happens. If I'm on point, with that, because I just know he went from Canada to fucking America. That's it. So if I'm on point with that,
You know it's gonna be that, dude.
Oh.
Not only that, I mean, it's gonna be some fucking. I was born in this town.
No,
my dad
actually,
did this and
Watch this, dude. He's about to make a revelation right here. Play it.
Grew up in a very small town in Canada called Mission. A lot of time
He ain't even fucking American.
Dude, so many of our grifters aren't.
He's Canadian, bro. Can you believe this shit?
I mean, I already knew that, but yeah, it's lame.
That detritus just like floating down from the frozen north and
You know how fucking idiotic you sound right there? Oh, he's not even American. Yeah, but he is now, ain't he? That's all that matters. What the country? Well, the country so much that he wanted to immigrate here and become a citizen. What? Oh, wow. Whoa. America is, and everyone wants to come here. What? Okay.
sprinkling all over us.
How the fuck is that a bad thing? What?
What a grifter, bro.
It's kind of crazy. At least
He's richer because he can. Who else came from Canada? Oh, Jim Carrey came from Canada. Who else? What's his name? Deadpool. Fucking Ryan Reynolds came from Canada.
Canada
He's a cool guy. I like his acting.
is at least fucking close. Some of these grifters literally are from across the globe, pretending to give us like this profound shit about American politics.
There is.
at my grandparents' place and a lot of time with my granddad. And my dad and my grand
I will agree with that though. Like if you're outside of America and you like hell of opinions of America, like negative opinions, keep them to yourself because I don't give a fuck. Okay, you're outside the club, you can't. Stay the fuck out.
grandfather were huge into politics.
Oh my god, I don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah.
This is really what we're just in for. We're in for having to sit here and pretend that we give a shit about Tom Macdonald's childhood and his parents.
Yeah, well, because it's all going to lead to a victim narrative that he's, going to fundraise off of. That's what this whole thing is about.
Mm-hmm.
Primarily like American politics. My grandfather was a huge patriot, and I used to sit on the end of his bed and
Hey, that music in the background is from his recent song.
we'd watch the news. I remember
You're not a huge patriot if you're Canadian and your primary concern is American politics. That's not patriotic. That's like the opposite. You're more engaged in another country's civic discourse than your own.
we were watching it on the news, and my grandfather said, "It doesn't matter what's happening in the United States, that national anthem brings the country together every single time." My grandfather was a very prolific writer, and he inspired
Hold up, where you get that patriot? Why you say patriot?
Country's civic discourse than your own. Concern is American.
I'm going to fundraise off of. That's what this whole thing is about.
Mm-hmm.
primarily like American politics. My grandfather was a huge patriot, and I used to sit on the end of his bed and we'd watch the news. I remember
You're not a huge patriot if you're Canadian and your primary concern is American politics.
Wait, where you get that from?
sit on the end of his
Thing is about.
Mm-hmm.
primarily like American politics.
That's what this whole lead to a
okay.
victim narrative that he's,
I need to
going
go.
to fundraise off of. That's what this whole thing is about.
Mm-hmm.
Primarily like American politics. My
Going to lead to a victim.
Donald's child. Oh my god.
granddad and my dad and my grandfather were huge into politics.
Oh my god. I don't give a fuck, bro. We
Oh, okay.
Sit
That's what he was.
on
Wouldn't touch a rap song.
Okay, so you're saying that because watch politics, American politics, because American politics is a lot of people in other countries say American politics are like WWE, like they're way better discourse than their own politics. That's why people watch American politics, and because American policies affect the world, dumbass. So of course, yeah. Like something that happens in Europe, like if a fucking plane blows up in Europe, no one gives a fuck, right? You see a drone flying over fucking America, the whole world better watch out because we coming for whoever the fuck it is. That's why they be paying attention to it. The fuck this nigga talking about? And you still can be a patriot and just be interested in American politics. Like what is patriotism? You just love your country? You fight and die for your country? You can be a patriot. What the fuck? How's that even? All right, this nigga is retarded.
There's a bunch of country ass hicks.
Oh my God, kill me.
Grandfather was a very prolific writer, and he inspired me to write things of my own. I remember I wrote this poem.
Oh my God, kill me.
This is the gayest shit that I've ever seen.
This is so lame, dude.
Okay, and there's a bunch of country ass hicks that otherwise wouldn't touch a rap song. Watching this going like, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
His girlfriend's done a better job destabilizing the U.S. than
So a bunch of country ass people can relate to growing up in a little podunk town and being interested in different things. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is why I was like, yo, this is why people don't like. Yeah, y'all niggas are retarded. Like, for real.
I mean, don't give him.
Hey, don't give him credit.
Don't give him credit for that.
You know,
Al. Oh, you got a bunch of country ass hicks saying, yeah, that's right, that's right. Okay, so if a bunch of country people like, ah, man, I like this guy. I like this guy's background. How's that a fucking bad thing? A guy is relatable. How is that a bad thing?
the United States was destabilized by.
And look at this, look at this. I am from the hood of Baltimore, right? I grew up fucking poor. I like Tom Macdonald. I like his background. I like what I'm hearing so far. Sound like just a small town dude, you know. Grew up in like what's the problem?
By
They're just reaping.
Yeah,
They're just reaping it. They didn't sow. They just.
In memorial of fallen Canadian soldiers. The soldiers I was writing about won the battle, and then the general or the sergeant was frowning, and my English teachers tore this thing apart. Why is he frowning if he won the war? My dad was livid. He's like, of course he's frowning. He lost all these soldiers. He's coming out of a war. Like, of course he's not happy. So
that story is 100% bullshit.
So your dad went and tattletaled to the teacher.
That ain't never.
Fuck are these niggas talking about? He didn't say the dad talked to the teacher. He said the dad was just mad. And if his dad was like understanding of fucking veterans and shit, like yeah, he lost a bunch of people. It's like you hear stories of veterans and they got like medals of honor and they're like, man, I really don't want it because I lost so many men. I could save more. Or some shit like that. You hear about what's that song? Hacksaw Ridge, Desmond Doss. He saved all these people. He was crying. He was like, I just need one more. I just need to get one more. You know? Like, fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Oh, that story is fucking fake. How? Why? Why is it fake? Why? Like, where's your evidence that that's fake? Just because you can't fathom a fucking a teacher doing some dumb shit, saying like thinking they're right about everything. You can't fathom that. Really?
100% bullshit.
So your dad went and tattletaled to the teacher.
That ain't never happened.
Got you a good grade.
You wrote a fucking poem about some soldiers, about some general winning a war, and then he frowns at the end, and your teacher's like, why is he frowning? And then your dad gets livid and goes and defends you from the mean teachers who don't understand the concept of like the general's frowning because he lost men.
Dad was livid.
Yes, you fucking idiot. Yeah, people separate themselves from fucking war and military all the fucking time. Especially fucking leftists, bro. Like when you tell a leftist about fucking war and shit, they're like, oh yeah, it's just with drones now. Everything's with technology. Like people aren't dying in war right now. Like what the fuck are you talking? Fucking these people, basement dwellers. You can tell basement fucking dwellers. Look at them. I'm in the basement right now. It's
like none of that shit happened, bro. You're just this is a gay ass lie.
It's a gay off, dude.
This fucking 13. Like this is 13 minutes long, man.
And you can skip
Grandfather.
his childhood and just skip ahead.
No.
That they're persecuting me,
And this video is 36 minutes long, dude.
shit. You know.
No. No. F- it.
You
I
might-
want to
you
hear.
might
I
be-
want to know. I want to know the Tom Macdonald story, Paul. I
You
want
might
to
be
be. I'm invested.
yearning. You might be yearning, TJ.
I'm.
by the end.
I am. I'm yearning to know more. My mind is but a childhood.
Contacted this renowned Canadian poet, and she wrote me a letter saying how much she loved the poem and how great it was, and then she actually had it published.
What's her name?
Yeah, this great Canadian poet. Okay,
Renowned. Like he doesn't know the
renowned,
name of anything.
great, amazing.
Hold up. First of all, you just said, oh my God, these niggas are fucking retarded, bro. Okay, so PragerU gets what, hundreds of thousands of views, right? Tom Macdonald is a controversial person. The left is crazy. Why the fuck would he say her name? Are y'all stupid? Or are you dumb? Like what? What? And they making it seem like that's impossible. It's so impossible. How many people, like artists or like artists, musicians, or like fucking what's it called? Actor. I met this person. They said I was doing really well. Why? I met that person, gave me a shot, and you know, it, it just boosted me up, and it made me want to do even better because that one little gesture made everything so perfect. You had fucking uh um what's his name? What's his name? It's something the yodeling kid that was yodeling in Walmart. He went from yodeling in Walmart to like selling albums and shit just because one person gave him a shot to fucking tour with him. Come on, bro. It's not out of the realm of possibility, you fucking idiots. What the hell are you? My God, man.
Canadian poet name.
Like, why don't you have the poem that you wrote back in the day? And why don't you, like, if you knew you were going to talk about that, why don't you bring it so you can, anything that would add some veracity to any of this bullshit you're talking?
Yeah.
Would be nice.
What was the name of the publication? Maybe he's gonna say it. Let's see.
Or maybe because he's just talking. He's basically just telling his story. What the fuck? Fuck, where he go? Maybe he lost it. It was his childhood. Maybe he lost it. And back then, you don't know the significance of what you're doing. Like, what? Maybe he just doesn't know the significance of the fucking the art, the poet. Maybe they were just like, hey, this poet wants to post your art, your poem. Do you mind? And he was like, yeah, sure. Whatever. It's a fucking giant. Ah, damn, you fucking idiots.
I remember my dad coming to my school and dropping the magazine on that teacher's desk and turning around and walking out.
A magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Periodical of note, the magazine, TJ.
Yes. The Canadian poet who
No.
published it in the magazine. And my dad brought the magazine to the school and showed them, wow, look, my son accomplished this great thing.
Yeah. You know the
You can
magazine.
see it right
don't
there
you?
in the magazine.
Don't you know the magazine, the sister publication of the newspaper,
Yes.
right? Which I'm
This
sure
story-
also had lots of accolades for Mr. Macdonald here.
Yes. This story rings true as
I mean, it's just given me chills how far I almost feel like I'm there in Canada with him as his for some reason patriotic American father and grandfather.
yes.
Fight with that
the
liberal-
patriotic for America.
Yeah, they love America over there for some reason, and I'm getting.
You know what I had when I was in military school? I got an award for like doing up not the steps. Left face, right face, great breast, all that shit. I got a big ass trophy for that. Big trophy, right? And then they gave me a gold coin, like a solid gold coin. I don't have those things anymore. That was more recent than Tom is talking about. I was there like fucking six. Well, shit, maybe not. Maybe it wasn't. No, I was there from 17 to 18. Yeah, so like a few years ago. I think I said my age on it before, but I'm not saying it now. But I, my point is like those things that you think back on them and they can, like you wish you still had that shit. No.
And chills listening to this. I'm glad we
especially the part when the poet comes and
well,
puts
that
in
yeah,
the magazine.
the preeminent Canadian poet.
Yes,
and he was public. TJ, I know you've had some media run-ins, right?
Yeah.
You were on the Rogan show back in the day.
Yeah.
You've been on Fox News, right?
I was CNN, but yeah,
CNN, yeah. But I mean,
I've never been in
never
the
got
magazine praised by.
For you to go to to the wind. The act is on.
That you can buy anything in this pawn shop with this to a pawn shop with my dad. One day I went to a pawn shop with my dad and he gave me $5 and he said, you can buy anything.
Hold up, and these guys talking about grifting. You're grifting to leftists right now. Like you don't know anything about this man. You didn't do any research. You clearly don't listen to his music, but you're just making this just for the people that hate Tom Macdonald. You know nothing about this man. But you're hating on him right now just so you can get views and clicks. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, what? Grifting right now. I want to see these niggas listen to one Tom Macdonald song and then be like, oh, yeah. No, I don't, because they're just going to be like, oh, we hate it.
Anything in this pawn shop with this $5. And I found this crate of CDs. Inside, there was a Tupac album called All Eyes on Me. It was a 2 CD set. And I'm just looking at it economically. If I get this.
I switched from due dates to due dates, and it made me go from weeks behind to weeks ahead of my deadlines. You see, I used to just bet.
The poet said I was going to be the next Shakespeare. Tom Macdonald, he tells the same story next time, probably. Yep.
This Tupac album, I get 2 CDs for the price of 1. So I just bought it. I had no idea.
Remember back then when shit was that cheap? 2 CDs? $5, bro? Where?
Who Tupac was. I listened to those 2 albums for years, and I.
Serious question. How is there no such thing as oversaturation and right-wing grifting? Even the most vapid personalities can make bank off it.
well, this guy found a new angle, though.
Bro, you know what's so crazy? They talk about right-wing grifting. I'm pretty sure there's like some right-wing like trad wives and shit that be like, oh yeah, we're gonna post with our videos out doing housework. Like shit like that. That's like fucking grifting and shit. That shit's but most right-leaning people can like weed that shit out. Like anybody who's actually grifting on the right, we weed them motherfuckers out. Right? But y'all niggas on the left, Dylan Mulvaney, like what? Oh, I'm a girl. I'm just gonna run around the field in the hills and fucking brush away flies because oh my god, that's what girls like. And this nigga makes millions off the left. Like, what are you talking about? Are you retarded? At least a grifting is like, if you grift on the right wing, might be a little biased, but you're grifting good morals, good ideals. You grift on the left wing, you're fucking grifting like a bunch of bullshit. Cause, hey, listen, if any of y'all watching this and y'all watch, you subscribe to me. Don't hate me, okay? You believe what you want, but this is just my opinion on some of the left-leaning people. Like, hey, left-leaning people, grift. Because you know damn well you don't believe the shit. And when you talk to them, you can tell they don't believe the shit. When it's like you're transphobic if you don't want to date a trans person. Weird.
Weird. They didn't have a credible white rapper guy, right?
Yeah.
And right now, rap and hip hop music and shit and electronica, that's the number one shit.
Wait, who didn't have a credible right rapper? white web.
White rapper guy.
Serious question. How is there no such thing as oversaturation and right-wing grifting? Even the most vapid personalities can make bank off it.
Well, this guy found a new angle, though. Because they didn't have a credible white rapper guy, right?
Yeah.
And right now, rap.
We needed a credible white rapper. That's so stupid. Who needs a credible white rapper? Like, what does that even mean? Like, what's a credible white rapper? We had Eminem. Eminem was like, wasn't right wing, but he wasn't like far left. And Tom's just a rapper, bro. There's a lot of white rappers out there. And, like, if you want your music to have politics in it, all it's just weird. And like all the time. Like you can have like Tom Macdonald just found a little niche in it. He just found a little way to smooth in there, like do it the right way. Just sprinkle a little politics on some of his songs. But it's not like he's a right wing rapper. Like it's so weird because he made a song called "You Missed." That was about Donald Trump, but that should have given. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't see Tom as right wing. I think fucking middle of the road kind of guy, like teetering on the right, but he ain't right wing. God
And
damn,
hip
it's
hop
weird.
music and shit and electronica, that's the number one shit. So rock and country, they don't have these stars anymore out there being social media influencers. He stepped into that role. He was like, I'm willing to talk about how, Republicans are right about everything if I just get paid constantly. Look at how good.
This man doesn't say Republicans are right about everything. He just believes in truth. Like that's all he's trying to say is like the truth or like common sense, bro. Common sense. That's all it is.
Googly eyed he looks with his stupid tattoos when his eyes are closed.
I fell in love with hip hop at that point in time, but there's a huge disconnect. There's just like a little white boy from the suburbs who's listening to this like fully grown black gangster rapper talking about a life that I have nothing in common with. So then many years later, I get on the school bus and this kid sits next to me and he's like,
I think they're actually dollar signs on his eyes.
Are they?
I think it looked like a dollar sign for a second there.
So then many years later, I get on this.
It's hard to tell. They're blurry as
And this kid sits next to
I'm pretty sure that's a dollar sign on there.
me and he's like, you got to hear this. And I'm like, what is it? And he's like, it's this white rapper. His name's Eminem. So I put on the headphones and was just totally captivated. He's got blonde hair like me. He's got blue eyes like me. And that was like the first time the light bulb went off in my head. Like I could do that. So the poetry evolved.
Well, your legacy, it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
I mean, somebody's going to wipe their ass with it sometimes. You know what I mean? And this guy's definitely one of those people doing that.
I guarantee you, these guys don't even listen to fucking rap, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You think, man, bro. Like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? Eminem was rapping about politics. Do they not know that? So he was going against Republicans. Stomp, push, shove, mush, fuck Bush until they bring the troops home. Come on, just. What do you say? He said something about Hillary Clinton too. I forgot what he said about Hillary Clinton, but he said something about that. Eminem was rapping about politics, like we. And I say Hillary Clinton because they were Democrats then were like Republicans are now. That's all it is. That's all it is.
That for sure.
Rap music. And I kept those songs hidden for years and years and years, stuffed in a binder inside a drawer in my room. I loved music, but I just wasn't ready to step into that arena yet. So I took a
Trying to tell
detour.
what kind of watch he's sporting there. It's so iced out, I can't tell. It's kind of sad. He's got too many diamonds and they're sparkling too hard for me to tell what kind of fucking watch he's wearing.
I got into construction and I was 14 or 15 years old, like being bullied by the other workers. So I thought, how am I going to work for the rest?
He was 24/7 getting bullied, TJ.
I was getting bullied by the workers.
You see how people on the left don't have morals, right? So Tom Macdonald said he was 14 getting bullied by workers, which are probably grown men. And you know people on the left, they're like, oh, bullying is bad. Now they're saying, oh, it's bullying the workers. Because if it's not someone that they're fond of as their team, they don't give a shit.
And deal with this type of harassment. So I decided I'd give pro wrestling a try. And
what? He was a wrestler?
I didn't know this. All right. Pro wrestling.
You can tell these people are fucking soyed up, bro. Anybody who says wrestler, okay, it's you. If it's one you wrestler, a wrestler, you're done.
Well, how'd that go?
I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw the biggest roadblock up for myself ever. So I went and got tattoos on my face. I got these dollar signs on my eyelids.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
they are dollar signs.
They
barely look it. I'm surprised I even could tell. But yep.
Man said he couldn't tell. He's surprised he could tell. But that's the first thing you said. Like, what are you talking about?
So that I couldn't get hired anywhere. I'd have no choice but to be a pro wrestler. And that's what I did. I wrestled on all these pay-per-views with former and current WWF guys and traveled the country. And
he was a jobber, basically.
Yeah, he was a jobber.
I mean, respect. It's still fucking.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. That's cool, I guess. I don't know, whatever. You know, he did it. He did what he did his thing, and he fucking stepped in the ring, did a wrestling shit. I mean,
he was a brony, dude. He was a.
You see how they're like in their mind, they're like, oh, that's fucking cool, but they can't say that to the audience. Audience hates like people that's leaning right, so you gotta be like, yeah, whatever. It's just a.
Jabron.
Yeah.
A little bit of a scrap one time with one of these guys and jumped off the top rope and to do a frog splash, and I crushed all the cartilage in both my knees. My knees were so messed up that it sort of forced me out of the wrestling business. It was heartbreaking because I loved it so much. But that exit provided me with like the greatest opportunity ever, where I had this sort of clean slate. I had a passion for music that I wasn't able to explore up until that moment because I was so devoted to the wrestling business.
So this is just your consolation prize, basically.
So basically, he probably got a big payout from the fucking WWE when he hurt himself bad.
I don't think he was ever signed. He said he wrestled WWE stars. That doesn't mean he was actually in the WWE. I don't think he ever was. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Then he had a passion for wrestling. You do understand that you can have passion for multiple things at once. Ah, shit, that doesn't work. Go do something else. You know how The Rock, he's an actor, he's also a wrestler. Oh, wow. Wow. Blows your mind. You can have passion. Things for singers. Like Childish Gambino, and an actor like Donald Glover. I think that's the same, right? That's Donald Glover. Donald Glover, right? Donald or Danny? Which one of them? I know one of them is the old actor. One of them is Childish Gambino.
Business. So I started pulling those papers out of that binder in that drawer in my bedroom and recording songs, and that was the beginning.
What is this music? I don't know, but like,
it's like
if you're interviewing like a face tattooed rapper guy, you'd think you'd find some like hip hop beats to play under his fucking bullshit, right?
Or maybe because that this is like the That fucking Cassandra, whatever that word, the peak. Maybe it's building up. He's like, oh yeah, inspiring, inspiring, inspiring. I got the binder out of my desk, and I was gonna pursue my first dream. That's what it sounds like to me, buddy.
Rapper guy, you'd think you'd find some like hip hop beats to play under his fucking bullshit, right?
Something. Yeah.
And your dumbass, they were playing his fucking instrumental to his song. First talking, I mentioned that. You know what you fucking morons, dude.
So I started making this music that was very reminiscent of my favorite rappers, and it wasn't working because it wasn't my story and it wasn't what I cared about.
Oh, here it is, TJ.
And then you found what you really cared about, which is we won, you mad, you so sad, you bad, we red. Trump is my dad.
Well, you asked for that hip hop beat and it's about to drop.
Or maybe he's gonna say he was rapping about his life after that, you fucking idiot.
TJ.
Yeah, I hear it.
It wasn't what was in my heart, but I also shifted my lifestyle to be like the guys in the rap songs that I listened to. I was placing incredible amount of emphasis on how much money I was making and the jewelry I was wearing and the clothes that I had, and I became just a raging alcoholic. Just partied my life away for many, 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 many years.
Cool.
I ended up having just incredible mental breakdown and sort of unraveling of my.
How do you have a mental breakdown when you don't have a brain? So
I don't know.
Psyche one night. The room was moving and
Again, with leftists not having morals. Yeah. Fucking leftists, bro. Like, if they didn't have double standards, they wouldn't have standards at all.
like shifting around me.
he's a poser, dude. I mean, yeah, 100%. Like this is not. If you've ever watched any interviews with like a real fucking artist or whatever, their persona carries over somewhat into like the interview. There is a style and mannerisms in which they want to present themselves in that interview.
Sure.
And this guy doesn't have that at all. This dude just sounds like some casual mother.
Wait. Did you not just contradict yourself? He said he's a poser, and then he was like, "Oh, if you see artist interviews, they have a certain way they want to present themselves, meaning they're posing, meaning they're acting, right?" But and he said Tom McDonald does not have that. That means Tom McDonald is not acting. But now he's going on to say that Tom McDonald is faking it. Like, what are you reading? Is it the same guy that said he doesn't have a brain? Bro, what?
And this guy doesn't have that at all. This
Listen to what he said, bro. This thing is stupid, bro.
or whatever. Their persona
One night, the room was moving and like shifting around me.
is a poser, dude. I mean, yeah, 100%. Like this is not. If you've ever watched any interviews with like a real fucking artist or whatever, their persona carries over somewhat into like the interview. There is
Their persona. A persona is what? Like a rap persona is like you're faking it. He said your fake persona carries over on the interview. Why would why would he like what is that? Hold up.
whatever. Their persona carries over somewhat into like the interview. There is a style and mannerisms in which they want to present themselves in that interview.
Sure.
And this guy doesn't have that at all. This dude just sounds like some casual mother you're talking to.
Yeah.
Yes. So he's saying that Tom McDonald in his fucking music, it's not the same Tom McDonald or interview. The way I'm acting, the way I am on here, like when I'm on YouTube doing fucking reaction videos and stuff, that is not how I am in real life. You know why? Because, I'm more jittery, I'm more lively, but pretty quiet guy. and I'm a pretty shy guy. This you have to put myself out there because I really don't like it. I don't like talking to people. I have to get somebody else to call for pizza to order pizza. No, fine. Now it's fantastic. It's all done online.
Yeah, my dad, he got me a Tupac CD, when I was younger at a pawn shop, and fell in love with hip hop, and then I became a wrestler, and it's just like there's no gravitas to it. There's no persona here. And like this guy that we're hearing talk, like this dude's telling me about like the music that like expresses his soul and shit, but his music is like super in your face. You lib, MAGA forever, Trump is.
You see, any of you who's actually listened to fucking Tom Macdonald's music, that is not how his music is. That is not how a lot of his music is. Some of it is like lively and shit, but a lot of it is really like thought provoking and shit. And there's only a few of them that's like, yeah, fuck you, left wing. Only a few of them. It's probably like fucking 4 or 5 that I know of, like that I can just put out in my head. Yeah, only a few.
God, you're a piece of shit, fuck you, etc. And is that the guy that's talking to us right now? Is that the guy that's on display here in this interview?
Because in order for him to be accepted by the people he's grifting, he has to be this.
And you know what's so crazy is like these guys must not understand artists either, because if you listen to artists like how they describe themselves, like when they're on stage they're a different person, or like them in their music are a different person because they're expressing a different side of their personality in their music. So these guys just don't understand music artists because that's like normal. That's fucking normal. Like they're a different person. And if I'm sitting down just telling the story of my life, I'm gonna be sitting down thinking. I'm gonna be stating it as matter of fact. You might catch a smile if I'm thinking about a good moment in my life, or like a frown, or like right here, like how he looks like he's thinking back on something that actually happened in his life. Like you're going to do that. Do idiots not know what a human is? Do you not know how people act, how people are? You fucking idiot, idiots, hackers.
Clean cut, well spoken guy that just makes these funny kind of call out videos about the libs. He can't have like an actual edge to him at all.
Right. So that's why, when you actually see him in this interview, what you get is just like this lily-livered little sissy boy.
Yeah.
Who's just like, just comes across like a total dweeb, total fucking like shove him in the locker nerd that just got some face tats. And now he's fucking going around playing a fucking hard ass rapper in a fucking
Where are these guys getting this from? Like what? To me, like seeing Tom McDonald music is like he's just a normal dude that grew up in like a countryish area, like a suburban or countryish area, and then he just grew up like a normal person. Like where are they getting that Tom McDonald was supposed to be some hardcore rapper, like some gangster or some shit? Where are they getting that from? Even in his music, he's not like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot you, I'm gonna fight you, I'm gonna bite you, I'm gonna lick you. Shit, both his songs are fucking goofy. Like what you talk, like the ones I'm thinking about, are, like goofy, or like him and Nova is like loving. Like what are you talking about? Like that's why like hold up. I wonder if I can bring it up. Hold up. Where is it? Where is it? Oh shit, I fucked up. Did I fuck up? I didn't fuck up. Well, don't look at what I look at, okay? Don't look at my shit. Bro, I don't even know how to fucking never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I was looking for the comments, but I'm pretty stupid, so whatever. In the comments, like I was like, yo, y'all don't listen to this music. Y'all don't listen to this man's music. And it's clear that they don't.
Music video here and there.
Yeah.
I look at myself in the mirror. I don't even recognize myself. I was like hyperventilating. And I went to the doctor, and the doctor put me on Cipralex, which was not the solution. I contacted a mental health place, and I couldn't get in to see a therapist or a psychologist for like 6, 7, 8 months because the Canadian healthcare system is just...
He's way more American than you.
Oh boy, dude. Is this
right.
somebody like find their way in here thinking that this is a Tom Macdonald podcast or some shit? Oh shit.
Way more American than you, bro.
Whatever, bro.
All right, fine. Yep, you're right. He's way more American than me. I love him.
Way more American than you, bro. Like, what are you talking? He is
abysmal. So I go to this doctor. He puts me on some sort of beta blocker.
I was literally born in America. He's literally born in Canada. So
doesn't mean you're American, bro. If you have some type of disdain for this country, or if you're a fucking leftist, I'm gonna say it. If you're a leftist, fuck you. No, I'm joking. I'm kidding. Okay. Kinda. Let's go.
So he's literally by any.
It's like, no, I'm joking. But like, if you hate America, then yeah, you're less American. Yeah.
Actual measurable metric, not, but sure.
Work. This just goes on and on and on for 4, 5, 6 months, and then I go back to the doctor one day, and I'm like,
oh, and I guess that, like, I hope he doesn't have anything to say about the illegal immigrants. Hopefully, because Tom Macdonald is, if I'm not mistaken, he's an American citizen, right? He's a legal citizen of the United States of America, right? So that means that if you're a leftist, you should think that he's pretty fucking American, and you being born here doesn't fucking matter if you're a leftist.
Nobody's helping me. Every moment feels like an eternity, like, you have to help me. And I just told him straight up, I'm going to kill myself if you don't give me something today. So he gave me Ativan. For the first time in 7 months, I experienced calm. The first thing I thought was, I don't want to be on these pills for the rest of my life. I hate to say it, but the Ativan kind of like saved my life.
Why do you hate? If it really did, why do you hate to say it?
Maybe because pills. When you think about drugs, you don't want to fucking encourage people taking drugs. Like, some people got like a aversion to fucking drugs and shit. I know I do. I don't like to do drugs. I don't like prescription drugs. Like with my ADHD, that shit had me fucking feeling like a zombie, bro. I hated that shit, bro. And I would never, ever get someone to I would encourage someone to take that shit. That shit's horrible. That's why he's saying, like, he hate to say it, because pharmaceutical companies too. All that shit. Don't like pharmaceutical companies. Don't want to encourage like a bunch of drug use, because people can get addicted to those prescription drugs. That's why you fucking dumbasses. Think. Come on.
Because it's seen as weak amongst conservatives to...
No, you fucking idiot. Yeah, that's why I said, that's exactly why the fuck I said they cannot be right-wing grifters, because they don't know any.
To have a mental problem and admit that you have one.
Yeah.
At least gave me the headspace to figure out what was going on. I have a tattoo on my stomach and it says, if you don't know where the fire started, you will surely burn in it.
Wow. Yeah. That's some deep
Wow.
stuff, man.
That is very deep, very meaningful stuff there.
Oh my god,
Dripping with meaning, dripping.
See the sarcasm here? Sarcasm here? Do they even know what that means? Can they even come up with a thought about what that could mean? If you don't know where this fire started, you'll surely burn in it. If you don't know where your problems lie, then you'll just keep on getting engulfed in the same flames because you're not attacking the root cause of the fire. You still got little embers sparking down at your feet or whatever that's still killing your life. Take it like alcohol. If you say, like, if you have an alcoholic addiction, but you're saying, "Oh, no, it's not the alcohol, it's something else. Oh, it's not the alcohol, it's just because I didn't get enough I didn't get enough sleep. Oh, it's not the alcohol, I'm just stressed out about work a little bit," or something like that. That's what that means. You gotta attack the source. If you don't know where the fire started, you'll burn in it. It'll destroy your life. It'll fuck you up if you keep on. Easy.
dude. What's your biggest surprise from watching this shit? You know what my biggest surprise is?
That he was a wrestler.
Yeah, I guess that was kind of surprising too. But my biggest surprise is that he's pretentious about what he is.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
And he's such a fucking goofball. I mean, I guess I kind of get it. I'm pretty pretentious myself, but Jesus, I really did not expect him to be this wrapped up in his own idea.
Where's the pretentious coming from? Where's that goofball? Yeah, I mean, I can see that in the videos that he's a fucking goofball. Like, you can clearly tell he's a goofball, but pretentious? Like, where are you getting that? Just because he has a tattoo that fucking, like, a meaningful tattoo to him, is that pretentious? Because he was an alcoholic and he had to find where his troubles were coming from, and then he was depressed and he had to find where his troubles were coming from. That makes him pretentious because he has something on his body to signify that. Are you fucking retarded? Like, what are
Of his own genius and like talking like he's some kind of actual artist instead of just a grifter.
I think Tom Macdonald's probably like, he's a grifter, but I think he's smarter than people give him credit for. He's at least smart enough to have a narcissistic view of himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just sequenced Paul's genome and found he is, in fact, has a genetic defect that makes his brain shaped and consists of the same material as a pair of sweaty balls, hairs and all.
Say what?
Wow.
Those medications, those pills, they're never going to tell you where the fire started. They just sort of fan the smoke away for a minute. A lot of people look at these things as, oh, I have this ailment and these guys over here have the cure. Fix me. But that's not how it works. You have to fix yourself. So I started really digging into what the source of my unwellness was. I kind of realized...
TJ's right. It'd be like if Corey Feldman was talking about his musical legacy like he was Prince. I know. Like...
Man's not even talking about his music right now. He's talking about his fight with depression and alcoholism. Lord, Jeebus. Good God. Please get me through this fucking video. Sound mind, without taking a sip of alcohol. Please, because these guys are... Oh, please.
I know this dude's a grifter. We all know this dude's a grifter, but does he actually know he's a grifter? Because he's talking like he really thinks of himself as like this fucking really authentic artist.
Listen, TJ.
With like...
Oh my God. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. This guy, he must not know he's a grifter. Grifting is intentional. What do you mean he doesn't know?
Profound and insightful things to say, and he's like real and shit, and he's authentic. He's out there helping people with his words and stuff.
You're forgetting one thing, dude. The power of fuck you money.
Yes.
This guy's got like fuck you money and then some more fuck you money on top of his you money.
Uh-huh.
So that tends to create this solipsistic person because they look at all that you money and they think this is validation that I am brilliant. Nobody that isn't brilliant gets fuck you money.
Mm.
And so they live in this soup of yes men and people that are all obviously trying to get their hands on that fuck you money.
What people? What people around him? Because he showed who's around him so many times. And they agreed that he's doing it by himself. He even said that, oh, I give him props because he's all independent. He doesn't have to answer to anyone. So who is he trying to, who, who's trying to get a part of his fuck you money? Huh? What? And then they say it's validation because he has money. In a sense, yes, it's validation that you're doing something right. You're doing good. You're doing a good job. Just like I'm sure that these guys have what, like, what, 16,000 subscribers, right? 13.8 thousand subscribers, right? I'm pretty sure that's validation to say, oh yeah, people like what we're doing. Let me do it more, right? What type of fucking retards, bro? Like, I'm sorry. Oh, you special needs people out there. It's like, I'm joking. Okay. Yeah, I know what I mean when I say the R word.
Right. And they develop this like idea that they have this unique story to tell and that it's uniquely moving.
Bro, they're projecting, right? They're definitely projecting because they got 13,000 subscribers and they're thinking that is validating them. That is validating their opinions, their stupid leftist opinions. That's what's going.
And that's what you're watching here. It's fucking 6 minutes of self-stroke.
It's 13 minutes and 8 seconds of it.
What got me there, and I was emulating this.
Another lie. If you tell your doctor you're going to kill yourself, they won't prescribe Ativan. They'll just say good luck to you. Or they'll have you committed.
Yeah, doctors.
A lot of times, if you go to a hospital and tell them you're suicidal, there's a good chance they're going to commit you.
What are you doing? Another way of these people just not knowing what the fuck they're talking about. If you say you have suicidal thoughts, or hey, I'm really going to kill myself. I feel like it. I really feel like it. If I don't get certain medication to make this go away, they're not just going to be like, all right, you're committed. Do I know how I know? Because I've said that to my therapist in the past. Know what I got? Prescription drugs. You know what that did for me? Absolutely nothing. Tom Macdonald had a different experience, and I was like, yo, this is stupid. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Taking drugs? The fuck? I don't want to take drugs for the rest of my life. Get me off this shit. I'll figure it out myself. Turns out, I was just an angsty teen. That's all it was. I was just a dumbass teenager. That's all it was.
They're mandatory
That's the
reporters at
music.
the hospital. They absolutely
So I
will
had
do you.
sort of epiphany, and I
Well, I absolutely would not, you fucking idiot.
figured out I don't want to make that music anymore. I don't want to make music that's going to do to other people what.
Okay. So, I assume these guys are leftists. Okay, so if it was the case that they would just automatically just uh, institutionalize you, right? There should be a lot of trans people that's institutionalized because as soon as you say, yeah, I feel like I'm trans, they should just boom get you because their suicide rate is like what 10 times higher than the regular population, correct? So I don't know, I don't know where let's go with that one, but yeah, it means something.
What that music has done to me. So instead of destroying, I wanted to empower.
Oh my God. What are you talking about? Every song I've ever heard of yours has been like trying to denigrate people who disagree with you politically.
This man's heard 2 songs from Tom Macdonald. Every song I've heard of yours, what, the 2 songs? Not the song about not the song about him dealing with his depression, not the song about him trying to inspire other people that you can make it through it, not the songs about him saying, "Hey, men out there, please stop feeling down." Not any of those songs, right? Just the two songs you've heard. Fake woke. You're a reach to you. These guys. See, that's what I mean. These guys. Ah, I hate people that don't listen. They got such a big ass opinion about an artist, but never listen to the artist shit.
I don't know. He's up.
What are you
his
talking
own
about?
ass.
Your song? I've never heard you make one fucking empowering goddamn song. Every song is basically just your middle finger waving in the face of anyone who dares disagree with your far right wing horseshit ideology. Like, how is that? I mean, I guess you're empowering right wingers, but you're also denigrating a bunch of other people. So you can't claim this is some kind of inspirational shit.
I want to rap about things that I talked about with my granddad and my dad, social issues and political stuff. That's what I'm interested in talking about in my everyday life.
The way you're talking about your work right now is the way I would expect someone who had like a very nuanced opinion presented in that work to be talking. Your art is the opposite of that.
Yeah.
The stuff that you put out is dumb, slack-jawed, drooling, simplistic wit shit.
And with that, you can see that these guys don't listen to them. They've never listened to a full album. They've never listened to more than the songs that they just see pop up on like their fucking X account saying, "Oh, we hate this guy." So they're like, "Oh yeah, we hate this guy." Never listened to a song of his. I can tell.
Oh, you don't. So you're saying you don't like it?
I mean, if you want me to be 100% honest, I kind of liked the Ben Shapiro one all right, just musically.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't detest. I mean, it was obviously stupid.
I
The
think it was
Roseanne one was just
yeah.
total dog shit.
Yeah.
Why would I then not go and do that in my music?
And which two did they bring up? I told you they only listened to two. Roseanne one. Roseanne's not a rapper. Ben Shapiro one. Ben Shapiro is not a rapper. The song's called What Would Ben Do? And Ben Shapiro, not being a rapper, can't judge him as a rapper. He killed that shit with him not being a rapper. Like if it was an actual rapper, I'd be like, that shit was dog shit. But Ben Shapiro, he's not a rapper, but he killed the shit.
While I was going through that process, I made plans to move to America. And my lawyer called.
And the Ben Shapiro shit was funny because Ben Shapiro said rap is in music. He went back on it, but he said rap is in music, which makes it even more hilarious.
Said your visa got approved. I believe that timing is everything, and it was like a
Man, of all the immigrants we're gonna prove this is the one.
This is I know we missed this one for sure. We should have flagged this one. Hey, you know what?
What? Well, there's a close up of the watch, Paul.
Well, it's kind of from the fucking side, and it's got a diamond bezel, and
It's very diamondy,
and it's iced out on the case too, so it just makes it hard to see the shape.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it has a black face.
It's a black face, but I mean, there's
Yeah, and I mean, it's round. I mean, other than that, I can't really tell you much about it.
Yeah,
So
I can tell you it's not. I don't think it's an AP, so it's probably like a Rolex or looking at the bracelet. Yeah, it's a Rolex because I think that's the Jubilee bracelet, so it's probably a Rolex Presidential or something, but it gotten the bezel swapped out for an ice.
Flew out here to LA, and I reconnected with an old friend who later became my girlfriend. Nova and I first
Nova Rockefeller. Dope.
met in Canada, and she was like the only female in Canada putting on rap shows. We moved into a house in Crenshaw. We lived in the hood together, and
dude, shut the fuck up, dude. What?
Here it comes, dude.
Dude, shut
knew it was
the fuck up, bro. Man, shut up.
You knew it was time, TJ.
These two guys grew up like with a golden spoon in their mouths because they can't even grasp the concept of someone moving into a poor neighborhood, a hood. So can't grasp that concept. Oh, shut up! We don't know anything. You haven't been through any struggles.
Breaking news, guys. Eminem just found out he inspired Tim Macdonald. I'm not even going to correct you. And blew his brains out. R.I.P. legend 72 to 2025. Yeah.
Damn, that's harsh.
It was
Not fair.
grim. We couldn't pay the rent and do groceries in the same month. There's water coming through the ceiling. I'd wake up and open a cupboard and you'd just see cockroaches scatter off the plates. Like, it was unbelievable poverty. This really strange thing happened this one day where I was like sitting in the house and I was listening to the radio and some big mainstream record label rapper came on and I was listening to this song that was playing and it was sort of like this woe is me, like it's so hard to deal with all the attention I get and it's so difficult to be this successful. And I was so offended. I was like, how dare you make a song trashing the dream that I've been chasing for years and years and years and almost died to get. So I started penning this like open letter to the guy that I had just heard on the radio. At the time, I only wrote when I smoked. So I grabbed the cigarette pack and I opened it and there's half a smoke in there. Whatever I'm writing, it's got to be done by the time this half cigarette's out. So I got like 2.5 minutes tops. I don't remember slowing down to consider what.
Man, this is some mystical shit. It's crazy to know the origins of whatever the fuck bullshit terrible song he's talking about. You know, it really brings.
Oh, the whatever the fuck terrible song he's talking about. You mean the non-political song that he's talking about, right? That you guys didn't listen to? Huh? It's almost like you guys are criticizing a guy for being so political when you don't even know their catalog. You haven't heard many songs. You heard 2 songs, right? Just 2 songs. Fucking idiots.
Things in a perspective.
Yeah, it brings a tear to my eye.
So this dude was like a poor dude with face tattoos that was just let right in America. I guess white really does get you a long way, huh?
It sure does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've probably had like.
What type of dumbass? What type of dumbass are you talking about? Oh my god. Oh my god. No one with tattoos has ever had a visa, bro. My ex-girlfriend got accepted with a visa, and then she got her citizenship. She was black, Jamaican. What are you talking about, you fucking idiots?
If you're honest, that's why, like, you remember back in the DP days when people were making fun of the concept of white privilege or whatever.
Yeah.
I never pushed back too hard because I know that shit exists, bro. I've been in the presence of it too many times and had it work.
Well, I never push back too hard because I know it exists. Fuck up. You sound like a fucking dweeb. And trying to fucking come at somebody else. Because like you don't experience, like you haven't experienced the hardship like he has. You've never been through anything hard in your fucking life. That's why you think it's so impossible that this man's life is exactly how it is.
Workout.
Man probably has never been to public school. That's why he criticized Tom Macdonald for saying, "Yeah, my public school teacher like treated me like shit on my project." That's happened to me before. Because public school teachers are shitty sometimes.
Out for me too many times to not believe in it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, this dude is proof.
Yeah.
I was writing next. It just happened. I just wrote this whole song. Nova was sitting in her bedroom and I opened the door and said, I just wrote the song that's going to change our lives. Set up the camera. I need to shoot this. So she set up everything and it was just a gray backdrop. We had one light and we shot the video for Dear Rappers.
It's easy for these rappers who have it all. Talk about the days when they used to be sad. I guess I can't relate to being famous and wealthy. I'm 28 and still praying for the day I have a chance.
I called my mom and said, Mom, I wrote a song that's going to change my life. I need like $100 so I can put an ad on Facebook and see if I can get this thing to go. Then I call my baby sister. I need $100. Call my buddy Brandon, get $100 from him. I call this other guy, get $100 from him. Me and Nova.
The grift starts.
That poor other guy. Other guy contributed just as much as everybody else. Doesn't even get named. You know.
I call some other guy. He gave me $100. But yeah, he gave me 100.
So he said he's the grift starts. Who was he grifting to? Please tell me, is he grifting to the right wing, talking about how rappers rap about how much they hate being rich, like how hard it is being a rich rapper. Do you think who is he grifting to? Because at first they said, oh, he's grifting to the right wing. So who is he grifting to? Is he grifting to the right wing here? Right wing here? Or are you just speaking out your ass because you just hate anything that's right of center?
$100.
No, probably like right of left. Like anything that's a little bit right of the left. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Still on the left. But they're probably like, I think we should own guns. No, I hate them.
Last money that we have like $400 and our rent is like $650 and we don't have any groceries. I take all of this.
This is the lamest grifter of all time. Yeah. I didn't think that he was going to make me actually like respect him less with this shitty interview.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has. He really is.
Yeah. Whoopsie daisy,
Well,
yeah, because someone would be honored to have respect from these guys. These guys. Shit, don't have respect for me either. I don't give a fuck, but I ain't gonna sit there and be like, yeah, these guys lost respect for me. I never knew I could just respect someone even lower. Someone that doesn't even know me. Damn, didn't know I can lose more respect for them. You never respected him in the first place. Like, shut the fuck up.
This interview has taught me that Tom Macdonald is the biggest dork and open letter because he heard a song about the struggles of fame. Jesus Christ. I know.
Yes. Do you listen to music? It's always happens every time, and it's pretty annoying if you're like a struggling artist and you hear like a really struggling artist and you hear a rapper being like, "Oh my god, my new pool, my new home, my jet, it's not good enough." Oh my god, it's so hard being rich and famous and a struggling artist. Oh my god, it's annoying hearing that shit because like. Even me, I'm not even trying to be a fucking artist like that. But when I hear that shit, I'm like, bro, you rich. And then motherfuckers be like, oh, money can't help nothing. I'm like, bro, if I can show y'all my truck right now, money can help with that shit, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? If you see where I'm living right now, money can help me, all right? So, that shit's annoying.
I know.
Pretty unbelievable.
Money. And I pool it all together and it's $1,100. The next morning we put out Dear Rappers on a Facebook ad and 24 hours later it had 1 million views and we were off to the races.
I guess all those views are from straight right wingers, right? Straight right wingers, right? Or it was probably from people who actually love the hip hop industry. Love hip hop. Not the industry, but love hip hop. Love rap.
2 weeks after that, a check came in the mail for $11,000. And that was the most money I'd ever seen in my entire life. Like, I just couldn't believe it. And next month I get a check for $20,000. And the next month, 30.
I hate this fucking dude. I hate him. I've decided I hate him, Paul.
I mean, are you hating the player or are you hating the...
That's a good question. I mean, no, that really is a valid question.
I know.
I think at this point, you know what? You're right. I'm hating the game. I'm hating the game at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He's hating the game of an independent rapper making money off of his song. Wow.
And I think that's salt. You know what I mean? That's just being salty.
I hated him, but at this point in the story, my hate has transferred largely.
Because the first video y'all put up, you hated that he became famous off of having an actual good song. Actually having a good song that millions of people like. Sucks for you.
To the game.
Cry
Yeah.
more.
I get you.
And the next month, 50. All of a sudden we had $1 million.
Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist.
I rap about.
No, they don't. They don't. Not everything you say.
They be leaving.
Actually, yes, like everything you said, and it's not every. Hold up, wait, are you fucking idiots? Everything's sexist, everything's racist, everything's homophobic, and you have to point it all out. Who said that? Huh? Oh my God. All white people are racist. America is inherently racist. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yes, yes, they do that. Yes.
Everything we say is homophobic or racist, TJ.
You know, mostly
Being a
it's when
white
you
person
say
is crazy these days.
it's mostly when you say homophobic shit that they say that. The
Can't
funny
even
thing
be
is that I
fucking
think this
homophobic
guy
these days.
I think this guy raps about how people find him offensive more than he actually raps offensive shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's because that's how these people actually react when you confront them about their offensive shit. Right?
My God. My God. My God. My God. These guys said no, they don't label everything homophobic or racist. Well, actually, it's only when you say homophobic shit or or offensive shit. Boy. Boy. Are you dumb?
Right. So he reacts. These songs are just the raps that they do to make excuses. They'll be like, oh, you know what I mean? I'll tell you what, I'm not a racist, but it sure is hard being a white person these days because everybody's trying to find, they always have this quippy little way of dismissing it. And he's just rapping that for them. So it works out real well for everybody involved, I think.
Well, I think we have suffered enough of that.
Yes, I have suffered enough of that. I have suffered enough of that. Okay, so what's his name? What are these guys' name? What is this guy? Hey, let's see. Onion Nuggets, you guys are fucking retarded. How about this? That was offensive, huh? How about this? Don't criticize something that you never listen to. Don't criticize an artist if you don't listen to the artist, or if you only heard like 2 songs. Don't make a blanket statement saying like, "Oh, he only raps about this one thing." You're stupid. You're stupid. And then the one song that blew him up that he said wasn't even a political song. They just tried to they waved that around, waved that bye bye, and was like, "Oh my God, he made $50,000 for this one song. He must be. He was. Here comes the grift, the grift in the hood." God, these guys are idiots. Sorry, I can't take anymore. But that's all for me. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I'm gonna tag these motherfuckers in this video. I hope y'all see this shit. I hope you see this shit. Fucking dumbasses. Tom Macdonald, he's a grifter. In conclusion, people just like Tom Macdonald because he's a good rapper. And yeah, some right-wing people like him because he raps about uh right-leaning stuff sometimes. And he's pro-Trump and he's pro-America. Like what? It's not a grift just because you disagree with the public. That's it for me. Damn, I think this is one of the longest videos I've done. Oh, bye. I hope you listen. Oh, wait, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Do all that stuff. Send this to these motherfuckers. See ya.